Welcome back everyone, my name is LastKnownMeal and today I'm going to talk about free-to-play games. Well, to be more exact, I'm going to talk about the curse of free-to-play games. Keep in mind that every game in the background of this video is free-to-play. I'm going to leave all their links down below in the description. They're usually from Steam, so if you like them, go check them out and maybe you will play them. I am not being paid to advertise any of those games, just keep that in mind, but they're just there because I'm talking about free-to-play games and I didn't want to put like a full-priced game in the background. It doesn't make sense, but for the past 2 years I have been enjoying a lot playing those free-to-play games, and I wanted to address this topic for quite some time. And that's the curse they have, because usually when you say that a game is free-to-play, it means that it's pay to win. It's free to play, but it's pay to win. So if you have money, you pay for certain stuff in the game and you're going to be better than the players that didn't pay a cent to play that game. You will either have better equipment with better stats, you're going to be faster, you're going to finish missions that others cannot, or you will level up more faster than everyone else. And don't take me wrong, a lot of these free-to-play games do have those annoying microtransactions, but imagine this: you have a studio, you create a video game, so how do you earn from that video game? Because it's something you worked on and you gotta pay your bills, you gotta put food on the table, and then there is the rest of your team that also needs to live. So how do you live off of a free-to-play game? Usually when a developer sets a price for a game like $30, $60, whatever, they get the money when you buy it. But for a free-to-play game, they don't earn a cent from you downloading that game. So a lot of those developers got into microtransactions, and there are video games that offer microtransactions like skins for your weapons, for your characters. For example, League of Legends, it's going to sell you boosters for your experience, and I mean, it's not going to give you like an edge against other players. You're just going to get more experience and level up faster, but your skill is going to stay the same. It's all only up to you. If you want to take things slow and play with your level to the point where when you get better, so you can play with some players that play that game for a longer period of time, or you want to buy skins and you have exclusive skins, you have chests, a lot of stuff. For example, Smite, a video game that has a lot of microtransactions, but none of them result how you play the game. They sell skins, they sell chests. You can even buy all the heroes for like 25 euros if I'm not wrong. So every single hero that comes out, every single god that comes out in Smite is going to be unlocked for you if you buy all of them, like all of those gods. But again, it does not give you an edge, especially if you want to play ranked, because if you want to play ranked, you have to level up the mastery of every god to 1. So if you buy all the gods and you don't have masteries on them, you won't be able to play with them in a ranked game mode. So again, it doesn't give you an edge, but you can buy skins for it, etc, etc. Now, those games have a decent payout. Like of course you will have a lot of people that will buy those skins because, hey, it's a trophy. Like people are going to buy chests. Like, you know, CSGO is not a free game, but again, it offers skins, and a lot of people are going insane for those skins. I never understood why, but when they get a knife, they're like, oh, I got a knife, I got a knife, I got a knife. It's like a virtual thing, god damn it. But it's not even a free-to-play game. But a lot of free-to-play games are going to do stuff like that. So honestly, in my opinion, if it's not going to be pay to win, if it's not going to result in you paying money, being better than me just because you pay money, then fuck that game. But if it's only skins, I'm so okay for that, because skins are skins. They're not mandatory, they're not going to give you an edge, but they do look good, and a lot of developers are going in that way. Now, of course, you're going to have games that will sell certain things and say they're not paid to win, but they are paid to win. And I've experienced a lot of promising free-to-play games that lost gamers just because of that pay-to-win system, where you have a character that is obviously paying real money and he's going to be a lot better than you not paying money. He's going to have a better equipment, better weapon, and what can you do? Nothing. You can just sit and look at him killing all those enemies with his money, with his dollars and euros, and I am not for that game. So a lot of developers have a problem developing a free-to-play game because all of a sudden people think that if it's a free-to-play game it's bad. Oh no. But also, being free doesn't mean your game should be bad. I mean, you say, oh, it's a bad game. Well, it's free. What? I mean, it's a free game, I get it, but that game can still be bad, you know? But it's a free-to-play game, it's good, it's a fucking blessing because you can play that amazing game and it's for free. You don't have to pay a cent for it. And I've played a lot of them. The one that I do want to mention is Warframe. Warframe, I played that game when it was like in beta, when it just came out. That game still manages to maintain a lot of players in their database. A lot of people are playing this game even to this day. I know it's a lot of grind, and for a lot of time people consider this game to be pay to win, because you can pay money to level up your equipment a lot faster, etc, etc, but still it's not that much pay to win because usually it's PvE. You usually play as a PvE against other enemies. And yes, some players that you know, unlocked better stuff and they increase the time that it takes to develop that stuff do have an edge, but it's PvE, so it's not a problem, it's not a huge problem. And still, the amount of work they do on Warframe is just insane, and I'm glad that this game is still, you know, it's still played. And like, I played like, what, 4 years ago, god damn it, and even today a lot of people do enjoy it, and even me from time to time I go into it because the whole gameplay concept, everything is so good, so fluid, and that's why it's one of my favorites. Also, Smite, I have like 500 hours in Smite. Smite is great. I got into that game late. I started playing it like a year and a half ago, 2 years ago now, I don't know, like a year and a half ago, and still I have like 500 hours and it's amazing. It does have problems, but it's one of those amazing free-to-play games. Then you have League of Legends. I'm not sure about the community anymore. I don't know, a lot of people consider this to be a very toxic community. I don't know, I didn't play League of Legends for a lot of time, mostly because I just didn't get around it to play it, so yeah. And there's a bunch of other free-to-play games that I'm not going to mention, but it doesn't mean they're bad. There's a lot of them, and if I started just going on every single one of them would take forever. So you can tell me down below in the comments which is your favorite free-to-play game. But to cut to the end of this video, the whole point of a free-to-play game doesn't mean that your game should be bad because it's free. No, it shouldn't, and that doesn't give you the right to turn your game into a pay-to-win game. And still, you gotta have some microtransactions in all of those free games because it's a free game and they have to feed their families, they have to buy clothes and pay bills, so I do not blame them. But the whole concept of microtransactions can be made in a way it doesn't break the game, and that's a very positive thing. And I'm glad that there's still developers out there that want to create free games and give players that don't have money to buy those AAA titles, because they are expensive, for some people. I mean, even to me, sometimes giving like 60 euros or dollars for a game is insane. I mean, but still, I'm glad that there are developers out there that want to create free stuff, and as long as we have them, I believe that the competition in the free-to-play area of video games is going to be positive, and we're going to get a very high quality games. I believe Dirty Bomb is also one of those amazing free-to-play games. I played it a bit, but I've heard a lot of people enjoy it so much, and it's amazing. Now I hope this video wasn't too much of a rant. I wanted to talk about them a bit and tell you like how many problems like developers have because they're making a free-to-play games where people consider it's not a good game because it's free. It doesn't mean it, because you have a lot of free games that created this community of millions of players, and that community is still growing. And League of Legends, for example, one of the biggest video games out there, like it's free. So being free does not necessarily mean that the game is bad. No, it does not. So thank you for watching. I hope this video wasn't too long. It was like more of a rant video rather than, I don't know, it's insane, but I just wanted to get this out of the way because I do enjoy free-to-play games, and I'm sure a lot of you want to play a good free-to-play game which is not pay to win. And I'm going to list a couple of them down below. Maybe you consider them pay to win, I don't know. For me, they're okay. Thank you for watching. This is LastKnownMeal signing out. Don't forget to smash that like and subscribe button. Tell me down below in the comments, what do you think about free-to-play games, and stay classy everyone, and bye bye.